chilling, waiting to get worked on. And welcome to Vlogmas Part 2. Look at my boy. Kind of got an idea of what we're going to do back here in the trunk. So I do have a piece of plexiglass that we'll probably do right here in the center to display his last name. It's going to look good. We are going to light it up and it's going to be painted, transferred. It's going to look really good at the end. And it is Vlogmas, man. We got to get stuff done. This car needs to get done in the next few days. Man, we got a lot of Xmas vlogs we have to do as well too. But it is Christmas season. We got to spend time with the family. And we'll see what happens because we have to bring in the New Year's. Excellent. But man, we got some work to do, man. Let's not wait. Let's get it. We got our first piece cut out. Pretty much just going to keep the trunk simple and clean. If you do too much, it's going to take so much from it. Somewhere here in the center, we're going to do the actual cutout for the plexiglass, and we're going to glow that up. And on the corners, we're just going to make it like go angled, so it's like a 3D piece on both sides. We're going to come in, and then we're going to go up to cover that up right there as well too. But we are going to do like angle or round over on the edges, so it'll just give it that extra clean look. The rear deck is just 3 pieces, and it just looks so smooth clean. So I don't want to do too much to make it look that crazy. Take away from focal points because I want the focal point to be the actual plexiglass. So I feel just simple is the best way to go with this job. Pretty much got our base cut out for our trunk. Look at those cuts, guys. Perfect. Over here too. This is where it starts to get a little bit more time consuming with the details. So we are going to build that filler plate right there. I'm going to go ahead and cut the plate out for the actual plexiglass. And then we got to cut the ears to give it the life. And like I said, we're going to do like a small angle just so it'll look really dope once we wrap it. We want it raised out 3D. So we may do that actually 3/4 if I have some wood. But if not, we'll do half. It'll still look good. You'll still be able to see it. But for the most part, I think we got our game plan going, and I think it's going to look really good once it gets done. Not to toot my own horn, boys, but man, I feel like I can cut a pretty straight line with the jigsaw by hand, guys. I'm not even gonna much play around. Look at that. Once I hit it with the router, it's gonna look really good. I'll obviously sand it right now when I take that piece off. But man, I am pretty impressed with my jigsaw cutting skills. I gave it a little bit much of a lip because once we put our chamfer on the outside and the end, it's gonna shrink this a bit. And I didn't want it to look kind of funny, so with it being a little bit oversized, once we chamfer it, it's gonna look really good. We're gonna hit it with the chamfer on the inside and the outside of this piece. And this is the chamfer bit right here. If you guys don't know, it looks like a little small fan. And I do got a test piece that we're gonna test out to see this setting, to see if that's what we're looking for. It looks somewhat good, but I kind of want it to go just a little bit deeper. All right, now we're talking. Look at that thing. That looks really good right there. So I actually had to take the box out, guys. I had to take the port out, and I had to readjust the bottom because when I went and I did the detonator on the car, I must have not sat the actual tray that goes next to the battery in place that good. So it was playing with me a little bit on the measurements, but we got it. I think everything's pretty much dead on symmetrical now. So that side is the same size as that side. I'm pretty sure I could have like cut certain things and made it work, but it just would have played with my head, and I want it to look good and all fit the same thing. But we got it, we're good. Piece right here looks really good, but that's going to be like the plexiglass insert. We still got to cut out the actual back part of the panel so we can slide it, and then we're going to build a box so we can light up that plexiglass. I got to build my angle pieces on the sides, and then I got to build that piece that goes along here so you don't see nothing inside there. I don't know if you guys can see, but man, the sun is messing with your boy today. But that is what it's looking like so far. Oh man, it felt good. Let's see if I can put it. But anyways, you guys get the gist of it. Alright, so those pieces are done. I need to make the lip for this top right here. And then we'll see how this looks right now, but the flatness is bothering me, but I think I can just deal with it. If we can cut that top piece, then I think we'll be done fleshing out the trunk. Then it's just a matter of the details. I don't want to see no screws, so we'll probably do some screws that go in from the back. Then I'll probably do a bracket that attaches from the front plate of the flush panel that gets screwed into the actual box. And then maybe we can do some, probably like 3 screws or maybe 4 to screw this top down so it's all held in place and all screwed down and nothing. Admire this real quick, guys. I must say, man, this trunk looks really good. I get amazed on my creativity and my ideas once they come to life, and man, this looks really good. This is actually prior, before we start routing everything else out, but man, I must say, guys, it looks really good. Me back in the day, I just would have done flat piece upwards, done, you know what I'm saying? But now how car audio has come along, man, we got to add some ears to it, give it a little bit of angles, some router edges, man, and it takes it to a whole nother level. Working, it looks good. Look, nice cut edges, and like I'm telling you guys, I get surprised at the work that I do. Man, it looks really good. Let's go ahead and start taking this guy apart, man. Hit it with the router, guys, because man, once we hit it with the router, you already know that thing's gonna come to life, man. I can't wait to see how it looks. Man, it looks so good right now, man. I can only imagine with that router. Let's get it. So are you guys ready for this trunk reveal, man? This thing looks very, oh, I almost tripped. Man, this thing is dope. Let's get it. Man, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, guys, because this is some serious work right here. Man, looks very fresh, and we did it all with no templates. All with some pieces of wood, pencil, old ass table saw, jigsaw, all that stuff, man. This thing come out fabulous, man. Look at this thing. Shit. Hit the round over router edge and then the chamfer. And we did 2 different kinds so they can be able to stand out more from the other. Which really gives it that like futuristic look at the end of the day. Man, I couldn't be any more happier with this outcome of the trunk. Hide all the wires, the box, everything, and once we wrap it in that black vinyl, guys, Man, this thing's gonna look dope. It's gonna look factory. Man, it's gonna look like it was meant to be there. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you guys think of the truck, man. But for the most part of it, man, I think that this thing is solid, guys. All the work in this car is looking really good. Rear deck, door panels are gonna look good. Trunk's gonna look good. The wiring's gonna be on point. Sub banging. Everything about this car is on point. Part 2, guys. I'm not gonna go very that deep with the edits, just so we can bang out videos every day. I'm gonna try every day, and if I don't, we're gonna get one at least every other day. We'll see what happens, but man, we're gonna try to stay on top of Vlogmas this December. Man, we need to get back on the rhythm of dropping videos. And officially say the woodworking part of the Scat Pack build is done, guys. We can start wrapping everything up in vinyl, and then we can start wiring everything up so we can finally hear what this car will sound like. The next video, we're gonna start wrapping everything up. We're gonna start wiring this thing up, and then 2 videos after that, man, we'll probably start hearing this bad boy, man, because we're just gonna Vlogmas every day. We're gonna do a video of every step, and you guys are gonna see it. You guys are gonna see this car come to life. So with all that being said, man, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, man. Stay tuned, subscribe, stay blessed, and I'll see you. Peace.